Alright, so this is Caesar the Geezer's Pioneer Elves. It is a green-black deck, which is trying to get as many elves as possible and beat down with them, either with Steel Leaf Champion or by buffing a bunch of them with Elvish Clancaller. It's a pretty good elf lord, gives all your elves +1/+1, and if you have extra mana, you can just get more of them. And if you have a bunch of elves, you can also burn your opponent out with Shaman of the Pack, which you can find off a collected company. The other way you can kind of win, from what I can see, is you generate a bunch of mana with Marwyn the Nurturer, and you funnel that mana into either a Chord of Calling or a Finale of Devastation to get End-Raze Forerunners, which kind of acts like a Crater Hoof Behemoth. It gives all your dudes +2/+2 trample and vigilance, I believe. Yeah. So you just, when you have a bunch of elves out, you stomp through them. Sideboard, we got some Nylea's Disciples to gain us some life against aggro, Heroic Intervention to beat the Supreme Verdict decks, as well as Thoughtseize to sort of take that card out of their hands. And I assume the Great Henge is also really good against control, which is my main concern when playing a deck like this, is I kind of wonder how I beat the card Supreme Verdict, but I guess these sideboard cards help us do that. We can also just flip a Westvale Abbey and hopefully beat down that way, although that's pretty weak to Azorius Charm. I'm interested to see how the control matchup's going to be for this, but let's just pop into a league really quick, see how elves do. There we go. Haven't played this archetype in a while, so I'm excited to see how it transitions over to Pioneer. You got a lot of the same functioning pieces. The main card you're missing is something like, what's the card I'm thinking of? Nettle Sentinel, and the elf that you tap elves to generate mana. Also Elvish Archdruid. I guess Marwyn the Nurturer does kind of an Elvish Archdruid impersonation. Now that's equal to its power. So you gotta play her first. Alright, let's see what we got. So we have a turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion, which seems pretty great. We're on the draw though, so that might not be enough. I'll keep this though. Hope that we end up getting a collected company or something. Temple of Mystery. I don't know what that could be. Probably some sort of Wilderness Reclamation deck, although they did ban Nexus of Fate, so... Yeah, this is Pioneer. It's like the Wild West. It could be anything. Okay, we're gonna go with Elf. Gonna play Elvish Mystic. And depending on what we draw next turn... Oh, Blast Zone. That's gross. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so this is the Storm deck. Yeah, it's Lotus Field. Okay, so we might just need to beat down as quickly and efficiently as humanly possible. Because I don't know how our combo matchup actually is. But Steel Leaf Champion's kind of a quick clock, so...
Yeah, I know.
Strategic planning. Okay, so I'd say we got maybe 2 turns if we're lucky. They could always fizzle, but I doubt it.
Regardless of what that is.
Okay, so we're going to hit them down to 15. And then next turn they go to 1. If we stick Elvish Clancaller down. And then we probably just die. Assuming we're not already dead. I've been playing lots of Pioneer lately. I honestly should be playing Pioneer as well. I think I should be playing a lot more of it. Hidden Stirrings, they untap their 2 lands, and now we're likely just dead. Yep. Well, guess you can't escape the combo decks no matter where you go. If you play Elves, you're going to get stuck playing against the combo deck the first part of the league. It's just science. It's just science. I am curious how they kill me here. I assume it's something with like Expansion Explosion just because they're generating such an absurd amount of mana. What do we got in our sideboard for this? Well, Thoughtseize cannot take Lotus Field. We could bring in Phyrexian Revoker and name Thespian Stage? Omniscience. So, yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. Enter the Infinite. Incredible. Sometimes your opponent just wants it more than you. They might win this turn. That's exactly what happened. Good old turn 4 kill in Pioneer. Isn't that the kind of shit we were trying to avoid with this format? I'm so confused. Wizards makes an entirely new format. It'll be fun and interactive, we promise. I don't think we're getting the kill with the Forerunners. I don't think that's where we want to be. I think we're just like trying to beat down as quickly as possible. So I'm taking out some of the Elvish Visionaries as well. I know we can still Chord of Calling for like a Shaman of the Pact or something. But I think we're just trying to like steal their Sylvan Shrines and like beat down with Steel Leaf Champions and all that stuff. I could be wrong. That might not be the way to play this, but it's the easiest way I can think of. Okay, we can go Dwynen's Elite, Shaman of the Pack. That might be able to kill on the play. Yeah, that might be able to. Alright, play our dude. Hopefully we won't draw land next turn. I think the main thing we want to draw next turn is like an Elf Lord, like a Clancaller or something. Because we need to operate under the assumption they're just going to kill us on turn 4, right? So we really, really need the top of our deck to be a non-land card, preferably another elf that costs 2 or something. Arboreal Grazer. Okay. And nope, they're gonna kill us on turn 3. Man. Okay, let's go with Dwynen's Elite, Shaman of the Pact. Dwynen's Elite's ability, go first. I messed that up. I don't think the 1 point's going to be super relevant. Next turn they might be dead. But we could just die this turn. So... I feel like they really need 2 lands to go off, though. I could be wrong. I don't think they can go off with just 1 Lotus Field, so we might actually be able to cheese them out here. Because let's see, we play Dwynen's Elite. Yeah, okay, I think they're dead. Because we go Dwynen's Elite, swing all out, play Shaman of the Pact. Watch my math be off. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're definitely dead. It might be 1 less. So we deal 9 there. They go to 4. Then we swing all out. And they should be dead. Yeah. Okay, so we did draw something good there. We drew a Collected Company. And we killed them on turn 4. They killed us on turn 4, we killed them on turn 4. Isn't Magic great? Okay, being on the draw is going to be a lot trickier, though. We're going to probably have to keep a hand with Thoughtseize or just something really scuzzy. Like... I don't know. Maybe a hand with Phyrexian Revoker is going to be enough, but just generic Steel Leaf Champion hand's probably not going to get there. Oh, I need to change what deck we're playing. I am so sorry. We are not playing Grizzlebrand anymore. We're playing Elves. Let's fix that. This hand's too slow, right? It doesn't even really do anything. We could play like a turn something Marwyn, but we really need to beat down. This hand's a lot better. Out of all of these, I think Dwynen's Elite might be the worst. Yeah. We'll send Dwynen's Elite to the bottom. I think we're going to go Elvish Mystic, Steel Leaf Champion, Collected Company. Try and cheese them out that way. With any luck, we'll be able to hit Phyrexian Revoker off of the Collected Company if we play it. Because the turn we are able to play this should be the turn where Thespian Stage becomes relevant. Baral, Chief of Compliance. Okay. I think I'm doing this just so I can absolutely hit Coco. Bay of Wishes, Lotus Field, yep, okay. I imagine this is an absolutely horrid matchup for this deck. Oh, this can only do elf creature spells. That's really unfortunate. I guess I should have read the card. Why did I just assume that this was that was gonna work that way? I am so sorry. I should have read the card. I thought that it added mana of any color. I thought it was like an Elvish Mystic. That's so embarrassing. Well, I don't think it's gonna matter too much anyway. Watch them play Thespian Stage and that totally does matter. But yeah, knowing that, I probably should just play the Steel Leaf Champion instead. We might have been able to beat down Hour of Revelation. Really? That's super unfortunate. So they're gonna board wipe us. I was not expecting the Lotus Field deck to board wipe us, but I guess they can afford to do that with the Wish package. Might as well swing all out. Well, I can't play Blue-Red anymore because Veil of Summer exists. Okay, they're gonna Hour here. Then we're gonna have to rebuild, which we might be able to do with Collected Company, but I don't know. They'd have to have a pretty garbo hand if, like, the Hour didn't buy them enough time. They might just combo off here. Blast Zone, okay. Well, now they can pour over the pages, right? Because Baral's out. That's probably what they were waiting for. What are they doing? Are we gonna win? If we collected Company into, like, 2 Shaman of the Pact, we win, right? Like, that's a thing? Like, that's 100% a thing that can happen, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, misprinted Chris. I'll probably get back to the Spreading Seas build at some point, but... how do I put this? The Spreading Seas build was pretty good, and I do like it, but I just... It was helping against, like, Eldrazi, Tron, and stuff like that. But I still couldn't beat Veil of Summer. So I was solving one problem, but the Veil of Summer problem was still just too big to deal with.
You can just unplug the air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
Because there's, like, no way for me to play around that card. It's just too cheap.
Yeah, it's not on right now.
Do I just go for it? Like, they're trying to combo off here, right? Maybe I don't. Dig through time. Okay. Dig through time is not winning the game, necessarily. It certainly doesn't hurt, but it's not omniscience or anything like that. Guess their hand's just full of clunkers. Okay, Thespian Stage. They're gonna cycle. Gonna untap that. Got it. I'm still waiting, opponent. Is this Hour of Revelation? Okay, it is. So I'll tap that for a green. Now I'll Coco, and at this point I think we got there. Shaman of the pack, Shaman of the pack. So if I did that before the board wipe, we would have won anyway. But, okay, wow. I thought that was a terrible matchup, but we actually managed to win somehow. I guess it's in no small part to, like, our opponent just fizzling out and dying, but I'll take it. Yeah, and on paper, we should be able to beat the Bant control deck because it's just blue-white control splashing green, but the thing they're splashing green for is unbeatable. Like, the easiest way to beat Veil of Summer would be to have some sort of combo element, but all the combo elements are just too clunky. It'll be different at some point, I'm sure. I'm sure either Veil or Oko or both is going to get banned, and if not, there's actually a new card from Theros that I'm kind of interested in. Underworld Breach seems pretty good. I'm sure that can give the deck some power. Zombie Merfolk. Interesting. There was also like a counter spell for 4 mana that has a Meddling Mage type effect and actually exiles. So that might be worth testing. I don't know. I'll definitely come back to it in the future. It's just right now I kind of want to take a break, focus on developing other skills I have, try playing new decks. Alright. Let's ball some elves up. This is a 1-lander without an Elvish Mystic or anything like that, so we're going to mulligan. This hand's a little bit better. I think I'm shipping a Llanowar Wastes to the bottom. I'm just going to make Dwynen's elites. They also leading on an elf. Yep. So this could be the mirror match, but, you know, this is Pioneer. This card's kind of a staple, so it could just be anything. Although I'd love if it was an elf battle. It is incredible. Alright, let's see who can elf ball harder. I'm not attacking. Okay, so they're going to have 5 mana on turn 3. Hopefully it's not something that's unbeatable, because I think we can just kill them in the next 2 turns by going and play both of these, then Shaman of the Pact. Sirach the Huntcaller. That card I can beat. I can beat that card. Gives himself haste. I don't care. I'm not blocking because these elves are going to turn into burn spells. Growing Rites of Itlimoc. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put them into your hand. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform it. I cannot do that right now, unfortunately. Just gonna have to ball it up. Alright, so that's 7 elves. Next turn we can hit them for 8. Yeah, they should be dead next turn. Pretty sure we got this. Unless they board wipe us somehow, I think we're just the better version of this deck. At least in this game. I recently fell in love with Jund in Modern. Jund's a great deck. If you're going to get committed to a deck, like, I'm pretty sure Jund will always be at least playable. Ronus the Indomitable. Does this give things trample? That's an issue. Okay. Can't give anything trample yet. I think we need to chump block, actually. Yeah, I think we actually do need to chump block. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to roller them. Okay. Yeah, trample is kind of what I was afraid of here. Steel Leaf Champion. Just got too many 3-drops in hand currently. Do I play Steel Leaf Champion to block Sirach? Nah, that's not a winning line. I gotta do this now.
What can we transport in?
Let's see. Can you use that glass bowl?
Okay. Do you want this one or that?
Whichever one you think works best.
Okay.
I mean, or we could do the big cooking bowl like that. Or that huge one up there.
Okay, let's see.
What you got in your hand would probably be better.
They can give one thing trample.
Just less of a chance of stuff breaking, you know?
Yeah, they can give one thing trample. Unless they draw on land. If they draw a land, we're pretty boned. Oh, never mind. They're just blocking. Okay. We might be all right. Might be all right. Because whichever one they're going to buff with Hapshift Oasis, that's the one we're just going to, like, not block. Because Ronus is, like... No, wait, hang on. Okay, Steel Leaf Champion, sure. Oh, hold up. Right. Right. Are they attacking, though? Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Yeah, we're dead if we don't block that. but we can only block it with Shaman of the Pact. If we draw another Shaman, we just win, right? So that really is what it depends on. Yeah, I think I'm just fogging this turn. Maybe we can play for the long game. Coco is pretty good. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures. Yeah, we're doing this so that we can... Does this come in tapped? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we're just doing this. Then we're gonna Coco. I think we just get Steel Leaf Champion.
If you need any kind of assistance with that,
Okay.
let me know.
Thank you.
No attacks, because we need all these dudes back to block.
Scramble decks, especially scramble decks, like,
Don't think it comes in tapped. So we should be able to Coco.
if anyone don't have any kind of vegetarian in there,
Hmm.
there's your option.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
This is a really interesting match.
Is there any guide that tells you which is which?
Nope, that's why I love it.
Oh, you never know what you're gonna get.
Okay. When it attacks, another attacking creature gets +X/+X, where X is Sir Farron's power. Okay, let's see if they go in for an all-out attack here. None of their dudes have trample yet. This one can't be blocked. So we're gonna Glen Coco. You go Glen Coco. Okay. Elvish Visionary. Shaman of the Pact. Gonna let Shaman of the Pact go first. I choose them. So they go to 1. And now we can Chord of Calling for another Shaman. Right. Yeah, we can Chord for another Shaman of the Pact. Although I think they're just dead no matter what, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Good job, Elf Ball. Against them, I think we want Legion's End. Just so that we can exile their elves. Fatal Push also seems alright. How do we just be the bigger green deck? I think it's just those ones. Yeah, I really think it's just those ones. I don't want to get fancy with, like, Thoughtseizes or any of that nonsense. Is the Great Henge how we get bigger than them? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's more for, like, control. You gain 2 life and 2 green mana. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a shot. Growing Rites was pretty good there. They don't really seem to have a lot of removal, so stuff like Growing Rites of Itlimoc and Marwyn was actually pretty great. Although I think on the draw Marwyn might be too slow. Give that a shot. And again, I don't know if I'm sideboarding correctly for this, but I think it's turning out all right. think this is good. We really need a gassy spell like Collected Company, but we got Clancallers, we got Nykthos. We really need something to sink this mana into. We got our Shaman of the Pact. Okay, let's get gnarly. Lovestruck Beast. Alright. That's a big boy. Probably should have just played the Unclaimed Territory there. Or, like, played that tapped. Yeah, there was no reason for me to do that. I was on autopilot. Forgive me. That 2 life might cost us. Actually, I would have paid 1 life to add a green mana there. It's not the worst play, but definitely wasn't optimal. Hunt the Hunter. Target green creature gets +2/+2 and fights another target green creature. Okay. Well, that's really bad. Do I just block here to prevent 7? I really don't like that, but I feel like I gotta. All it takes is 1 trampoline attack from that to just dumpster us. It stinks to lose all of our creatures like that, but ideally we should be able to fuel up. They brought in Feed the Clan against us? Alright. Great Henge is really, really good. So what we could do is we'll do this on Elf. We'll play Shaman of the Pact just out there. So that next turn we can cast this. Not our finest moment, but we should be able to tango with the big boys pretty soon once we resolve this. We'll be able to gain some life too. Again, providing this resolves. They could just kill our Shaman of the Pack. Although I don't think they're planning on us playing this card. Yeah, they're just trying to go big. I can respect that. Okay. Oh, this costs 9 mana. I'm dumb. I am dumb. For some reason, I thought it cost 7. Well, good thing we ended up drawing the... Oh, jeez. We're gonna go to, like... we're gonna go to 2 here. Ah. Does it have haste? Galta! Ah! Yeah, we're dead. We're very dead. We're not beating the 12/12 trampoline dinosaur. Like, we might have been able to beat that. I don't think we're beating Galta. That was unfortunate. I would say Galta is a pretty great Magic card. Whenever somebody plays it, I'm always surprised. It's just, she's a big girl. Alright. This one's really close. I think I'm going to keep it and hope that A, Llanowar Elves doesn't die, and that B, Elvish Visionary draws us a card. Because if Llanowar Elves dies here, we are SOL. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, another collected company was not what we needed.
Tuck away, right?
Actually, I think I will use this because it's got a lid. It'll keep the heat and the steam in.
Yeah, I mean, I do have tinfoil.
So I think I'll stick with this.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's a really good one. Should I get Shaman of the pack? Yeah, I should. So next turn, we can flip Growing Rites and start cocoing our opponent into the dirt. Assuming we live that long. Burning Tree. Yikes. Okay. So now they get 4 mana. Just don't play Galta. Alright. These are going to be the turns. These are the turns, my friends. Okay. We need to hit some good collected companies here. Is this Galta? Does Galta have haste? Galta doesn't have haste, she just has trample, right? Neat. Okay. Clancaller, Steel Leaf Champion. Alright. Bring it on! We will outgrow the dinos. Fight me. I shouldn't have done it right then, I know. But I wanted to challenge the dino. I wanted to be like, okay, you got your 12/12 trampler, let's fight. How many creatures do we have? We got 6. So we got 6 mana there. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's go. Hang on. I'm doing this incorrectly. Elf ball! Elf ball! Go forth, my children! I... I'm so dumb! Incredible! Oh, incredible! I'm so dumb! Revel in my stupidity. I thought we had one more creature to kill him. Hopefully it doesn't matter, but wow. Ah, I love it. I love it. I'm so sorry, everybody. My heart can't handle it. Why does this have 27 power? What happened? Oh, aspect of the Hydra. Okay, so we would have been dead anyway, but like... I'm so sorry you had to witness that, Caesar. It was clearly doing powerful things. There was probably a line we could have taken to win there if I just didn't brainlessly attack into everything like a dumb idiot. We got him down to 2, though. I bask in the rays of your stupidity. It feels so good on my skin. Ah. Actually count before you attack with your creature deck. See if your opponent has the appropriate number of blockers, and then make a decision, instead just being like, ah, the endorphins. This one's fine. We can go Elvish Mystic into Elvish Visionary and then start playing Dwynen's elites. Okay, no Wild Slash. I like it. Land. Sweet. Okay. If we hit another land, we can start Cocoing, but even if we don't do that, we can just play both of these, and then our Shaman of the Packs are going to be amazing. Thing in the Ice. Oof. Well, this isn't modern, so I don't think they can flip it big enough for it to matter. Yeah, they're gonna need... I know they're probably gonna flip it on turn 4, but we're gonna get a big attack in the meantime. Pizzy, sure. Probably Wild Slashing something here, right? Lightning Axe, okay. Do I Coco? Nah, I can't Coco, actually. I can Steel Leaf Champion. That's probably fine. They only got 3 cards in hand, so they're probably not flipping this turn. So we can get another big chunky attack in. fine getting rid of the Elvish Visionary there. We already got one in our hand, and we're probably not going to be able to go super hard. Okay, they need land, spell, spell. Well, there's a land. We're doing this. Can try and hit lands. Is this a Wild Slash? Or is it a Lightning Axe? It's a Wild Slash, okay. Probably chump blocking our... Nope. Okay. Yep. Killing Dwynen's elites. Makes sense. So we get in for 7, then they're going to hit us for 7. We can play the Elvish Visionary as a chump blocker. I think you should have played the Visionary before the Coco. If you'd done that, you would have done more off a Shaman. If there was a Dwynen with the Shaman from Coco, you would have gotten it, I think. Yeah, probably. There was a lot that I messed up with back then. I just wasn't in my right mind. I need to slow down and actually focus on playing this properly. Okay, so they cast 3 spells, so if they have a way to discard an Arclight Phoenix, that's going to be bad. They didn't, though, so we get hit for 7. There's Shaman. We really need to hit a land here. We hit another Shaman. Really unfortunate how this is turning out. Probably another treasure cruise. Yep. Yep, they're just doing their thing. They're doing blue-red Phoenix things. We're kind of choked on lands. I think I'm just going to concede. There's no way we're beating 2 treasure cruises and a 7-8 when we're operating off of 2 lands. Yikes. Yeah. Just no lands in our deck. Against Thing in the Ice, I really do want Fatal Push. Legion's End is also pretty excellent. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe Shaper Sanctuary. They do run a lot of removal. I don't know how I feel about the Maze and Forerunners package. I feel like I just want more Chord of Calling so that I can Shaman of the Pact more. Like, I don't know how relevant this package is, especially Finale of Devastation, because if we have mana, most of the time we're just sinking into Collected Company. I also don't know how I feel about Marwyn. She's just been really awkward to try and find opportunities to cast, but I have really liked Growing Rites of Itlimoc, because we already play a bunch of our creatures out really quickly. So if I was making some changes to the deck, I think that would be it. Just more Growing Rites, more Chords. That way we can Shaman more effectively. This hand's far too slow. This hand's a lot better. I should have kept the shock land and put the Llanowar Wastes at the bottom. I should just slow down. I gotta slow down playing this. This is probably getting slashed. Yep. Alright. Hopefully this is good here. Okay, strategic planning. I think we're just beating down. We don't have a collected company or anything currently, so we just gotta operate with what we have. I don't think there's any merit in just holding on to the Shaman of the Pact. They're gonna have to remove this eventually, and when they do, we get to draw another card. We have to sacrifice 5 creatures to transform Westvale Abbey. We can't quite kill Saheeli. I can only imagine how many tokens they're going to generate next turn. Yeah. Bummer. This is probably how we die. Just behind a wall of tokens. Yeah. Do this to get a Llanowar Elves. And then hopefully we'll be able to flip Westvale Abbey. That might be how we win. Kind of grasping at straws here. But we gotta do something. They don't have a thing in the ice yet. So maybe that will actually be able to do it. We're still short on mana though. We need one more land? Okay, Nykthos, that actually does it, right? Because we can go... sacrifice. One, two, three, four, five? Yeah, I think we keep Clancaller. Maybe I should have kept something that can block a little bit better. I think this works. Yeah, I think I just attack them. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill this. Is this Brazen Borrower? Oh my god, kill me. Yeah, it's not a land anymore, so, yep. Good job, opponent. That was Hannah. She was whistling in our house. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Mazen Forerunners and Finale of Devastation. I think the main strength that this deck has is just Shaman of the Pact and being able to Coco into multiple Shamans and then just burn your opponent out in kind of like a combo turn. I think that a card like Craterhoof Behemoth works a lot better when you're able to generate more mana more consistently. But because we have to tap the creatures we're attacking with in order to generate enough mana to play something like Mazen Forerunners, it's probably not good. Marwyn is also super clunky, but I really like Growing Rites. And it replaces itself, so even though it's legendary, you can probably run multiple. I don't know, I feel like this deck's going in separate directions, right? Because you have cards like Steel Leaf Champion, which are just big singular beatdown cards, but you're also trying to go wide for Shaman of the Pack. Did they only have 2 lands? Are they in our Burial Grazer deck, but they only had 2 lands? Okay, no, there you go. See, I'm torn between playing either of these cards, and I think depending on the situation at hand, you want to play one over the other. But it's hard to discern whether or not you're trying to, like, be a beatdown deck or trying to ramp into multiple Cocos and combo kill your opponent. Like, are we a combo deck or are we a beatdown deck? Maybe we're both, but I feel like we need to pick a lane and stick in it. Okay, we'll go with Elf. you go. Like, it's a really cool combo deck, but I don't know how efficient we are at beating down. So maybe the problem is, like, Steel Leaf Champion, and we need to go all in on these sort of lines. Can we Coco twice if we pumped Marwyn first? Is there a way to pump her other than playing creatures? I don't think we could have pumped her more. I might have been wrong. Maybe we could have pumped her more. Holy lands. Jeez, that is a lot of lands. And a lot of clue tokens. I like blinked and my opponent was doing all of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Can we combo kill our opponent now? We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 5. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, we probably could have Coco'd twice. Yeah, we probably could have done that. So let's start with this. No, I needed a black mana. Oh my god. Okay. I keep doing this. Okay, I need to draw a land off of this Elvish Visionary so we can still cast. Yep, okay. Never even punished. So I got 7 mana. I forgot about Gnarlroot Trapper. We could have done another point of damage. Okay. Ideally, they're not going to have a big dirtily play next turn that gains them a bunch of life, but they might. We got a pretty impressive board right here. I'm pretty sure we can swing through and deal 7 damage, but I've been wrong before. They're probably going to gain a bunch of life off this Corsair of Crufix, though. They can play lands from their graveyard. They can play multiple lands. Yeah, they're going to gain a lot of life. But I still think we got enough dudes to break on through. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Steel Leaves are going to be blocked by Tracker and Wayward Sawtooth. Retreat to Xanadu. They can gain life using that. So this is kind of the turn. This is where we got to do stuff. Okay, they're going to play Retreat to Xanadu. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. The time is now. I forgot they could draw that. Oh, no, they're just going to... Okay. So they're going to go to 10. It's a lot more life. Okay. Okay, we win. I think... Well... I was just smack talking this card, and now it's making up for all the misplays I've done. We can add 9 mana. So let's Itlimoc first. See if we can just get a Shaman of the Pact. Nope. Is this it? I think this is it. If they play something like Fog, we lose. If I don't think they have Fog in their deck. Oh, it doesn't give them haste. But this should be enough. Like... I thought it gave the dudes haste. I really need to read these cards. Okay, cool. Watch as Jacob stumbles through this elf league. There definitely are a lot of moving parts to this deck. But we were able to overcome all that value. So it's some sort of green-based landfall deck, kind of a value town deck. So I feel like the best way to beat them is to stop them before they just kind of go off. But I don't know if Thoughtseize is the right way to do that, so I'm just going to run it back. Hope that what we did last time works. Ideally, I can keep track of all my triggers. Marwyn was excellent that game. You know, I should smack talk cards more, because both Maze and Forerunners and Marwyn were terrific there. And I was like, I don't know about those ones. This hand's pretty good. We can go Elvish Mystic into Itlimoc. Oh, excellent. Coco was exactly what we needed. Okay, we got 2 Nykthos, which might be too much, but should be alright. Okay, I'm taking Llanowar Elves. No, hang on. Gotta think this through. Okay. Okay, I'm taking Dwynen's Elite so we can absolutely flip Itlimoc next turn. Because we could go... Sorry guys, I'm almost done. I only got 2 more to play. I got this one and then another one and then we're good. It's just somebody paid me to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not even quite sure who's taking us yet, I don't think. So.
Okay. Understood. Okay, so we're doing it this way. We're gonna have to sacrifice one of these Nykthos to do this, but I think it's worth it, because I just think that Itlimoc's probably a more powerful land. Although, I guess we could have played the Elvish Visionary first, right? That way we wouldn't have needed to sack it. Yeah. I guess my best piece of advice for playing this would be to play it slow, because I'm definitely not doing this correctly. But it is powerful. Okay. Do I want to fire off my own Coco? I don't think so. They already played a land? I don't think they have. No, they haven't. Yeah, we're gonna need a chunky turn. Thankfully, they don't have a tireless tracker. They're just gaining a bunch of life right now. This card's really good with Coco. Spiraling out of control. I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling. How much green mana can we generate?
How's your game coming along?
It's definitely coming. I'm doing a lot of math right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, holy moly. I think we win. I think we win. Okay. Okay, let's put Shaman of the Pact. Hang on. Let's put Dwynen's Elite and then Shaman of the Pact. Nope, I did that backwards.
Are you playing another game after this one?
Yeah, I got one more after this. Now we activate Nykthos. No, hang on. Play Llanowar Elves. Activate Nykthos. Generate 11 green mana. Deal 11 to them with Shaman of the Pact, I think. No, and then we swing through for lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this time it's actually lethal because we got one more attacker. Boy, I will say this. If your Pioneer deck is not interacting with your opponent and trying to directly combo them out, I think Elves has a really good inevitability factor. Playing 2 mans to midnight and you play a green deck. Well, I do what I do. It was a donation deck. If somebody wants to see me play their deck, I will gladly play it. What are you doing to me? Hey, I'm not the one who made Control unplayable in Modern, okay? That was whoever designed the last core set. So, I'm just trying to play some Pioneer and have some fun with this game that I love. I do apologize, though, if me playing a green deck makes anybody upset. At least it's a fun green deck like Elves. Okay, last game.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make sure we do this right. We are absolutely keeping the 3-elf hand. Ideally, our Llanowar Elves isn't going to die, and we can just go Llanowar Elves into double Elvish Mystic into Collected Company. But we're playing against a Orzhov deck, so it might die. When Hunted Witness dies, create a 1/1 soldier with lifelink. Okay. So this is Story of a girl. No, this is Aristocrats, which I think we got an okay Aristocrats matchup unless it's some sort of combo variant. It might be like Rally the Ancestors, in which case we might need to race them. But if it's Rally the Ancestors, they're probably not interacting with our Llanowar Elves, which means we might be able to race them, actually. Cartel Aristocrat, sacrifice another creature, gains protection from the color of your choice. Okay, but can it prevent Shaman of the Pact from dealing 12 to you? That is the question. Caden865, thank you for the follow. Thank you for following, even though I am playing a green deck. Blue-white is fine. I love it with Lavinian spell colors. So what's the process of getting you to play one of our decks? Essentially, you just have to donate the allotted amount down in the description. At the bottom of my Twitch channel, it explains what you gotta do. But essentially, all you gotta do is donate a minimum of $10. And as long as there are no other decks ahead of the queue, I will play your deck immediately if I am still streaming. And if there is another deck, I play that deck first and then yours. If there's no decks down there, that means there's no decks in the queue. So it's first come, first serve. You give me money, I play your deck, regardless of the format. And I record it and put the video up on YouTube. Alright, I think I'm going with Elvish Visionary here, just to use our mana more efficiently. Dwynen's Elite's pretty good. I have this deck in paper, it's sweet. Nice.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Can I have some too, Hannah?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Zulaport Cutthroat. That might be an issue. We might need to pull this trigger pretty soon. Because they can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 life and drain us for 5. Yeah, I think I'm blocking there. Yeah, they're probably going to combo us out next turn, which means we need to combo them. Well, there's Shaman of the Pact. If we had a Marwyn or a Growing Rites, it might be doing a lot better. We can generate 4 mana this turn. 5 mana next turn. Do I just Coco? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think we can kill them this turn, but we can set up to try and kill them next turn. Question is, how do we do that? Start with the Visionary. This is the last game, yes, Hannah. And I think we're just gonna play Clancaller so that our dudes can block a little bit better against stuff like Hunted Witness. And now we should... We got 8 mana. If we draw 1 more land, we can Coco plus Shaman. Double Zulaport Cutthroat is really bad. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this a token or any creature? Whenever another creature you control dies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're just dead. We're just dead. I'm gonna let him click through it, but yeah, we just die. That's unfortunate. So I think Legion's End is where we want to be with this one. Yeah. They give it pro green and then they sack all this stuff and then we die. Well, good game, opponent.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
How goes the old Pioneer? There's a lot of fun stuff to explore in this format. I think Pioneer's pretty dandy, to be completely honest. I was skeptical of it at first, but I'm a fan of, like, actually being able to play a variety of archetypes. And you can actually play Control in this format. It has to be blue-white, but you can play it. The Izzet and Soul deck, which I've been playing in my free time, is really, really fun. Yeah, I think Pioneer's great.
Did you know Gigi's a person's name?
I'm taking out Finale of Devastation. This should just be another Chord of Calling, I think. And I think I'm taking out Marwyn. Actually, Marwyn might be pretty good on the play. Maybe on the draw I take out a Marwyn. But I definitely want Fatal Push and Legion's End. Visionary was kind of slow there. It was okay, but not the best. I think a lot like the Storm deck, we kind of just got to focus on racing our opponent here. I don't think that they run a whole lot of interaction, even though they're an Orzhov deck. His hand's kind of weak. We really need one land to kind of explode, but even with one land, not really doing much. Yeah, I'm going to ship this one. The bottleneck for this one, I feel, is land. We also don't have any of our interaction. I know we only brought in like Fatal Push and Legion's End, but it would have been nice to have a bit more interaction. Okay, I know I'm playing Gnarwood here. Steel Leaf was a good draw. I feel like that's going to be able to punch through really well. They play Cartel Aristocrat, that's bad here. Cruel Celebrant. Whenever it or another creature or planeswalker you control dies. Okay, so it's very similar to Cartel Aristocrat. No, it's similar to Zulaport Cutthroat. Yeah. We're not attacking through that. We could only add 2 mana to our mana pool with Nykthos, but next turn we can add a lot more. What do we get with Chord of Calling? Probably just another Shaman. Like tomorrow, next turn might be a double Shaman turn. Okay, Mystic's good. Our devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite get there yet. Yeah, because Gnarlroot. I messed that up. I thought I could play the Elvish Mystic and still be able to tap for all this stuff, but I forgot that. Yeah, I need the black mana. Actually, this might still be fine. Yeah, this might still be fine. I can't double Shaman this turn. I can do this. They can't block, and the next turn we can hopefully just kill them. But I could have played both Shaman of the pack there if I didn't play the Elvish Mystic, because I would have been able to generate 5 mana off of Nykthos, played the Shaman of the Pact, and then Chord of Calling. So they would have lost... They would have lost like a little bit more. They need a sack outlet here. If they have a sack outlet, we're in trouble. But if they don't, we win. Westvale Abbey. Okay. So that means we can just kill him this way. No, it actually doesn't. Yeah, it actually doesn't, because if we do that, then they gain a bunch of life with Zulaport Cutthroat, right? No, that's a creature... Yeah, no, that's a creature they control. So we could have done that and swung for a lot there. Okay. Last game. I'm on the last game. It's the final part of the last game.
The last match of the last game.
Yes, thank you. Yes. This hand's excellent. Okay. Our opponent's mulled to 5. Let's get the 3-2. If I can 3-2 with this deck after playing it with the first time, I'm happy with that. Like, that's 60%, that's alright. And I probably could have 4-1'd if I didn't punt so much. But I think this deck's doing some powerful things. There are a couple of changes I would make, but I like where its head's at. Play Stitcher Supplier. So they likely are a Rally the Ancestors build, right? They also have Westvale Abbey. That might be an issue. They gotta get to 5 mana, though. I'm not blocking Stitcher's Supplier, no thanks. Yeah, I'm just playing Steel Leaf Champion here. We got the beats. Feel it's important not to mess around. I don't know. Maybe I was too hard at being like, this deck needs to pick a lane, because it's really nice having a card like Steel Leaf Champion in these matches. Even though it doesn't do a whole lot for you combo-wise. I'm not blocking. I'm not giving them dudes. Like, I'm pretty sure I can race this. Double Visionary type. I love burping. Just makes me so classy. 1983 AC, thank you for the follow. Stay tuned for more gross burps from yours truly. Thank you for the follow, though. I do appreciate it. I just thought the timing there was really funny.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, our opponent's at 15, and we're setting up for a really juicy collected company. Techno Mahaj, thank you. Techno Mahaj, thank you for following. Appreciate that. I hope you all have a good New Year's. 34 people, wow. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. There's a lot of ways you could have spent your New Year's, and I'm happy you spent it with me. Sadly, this will be my last one, because I do have to go to a party after this. But I do appreciate the company.
The last stream of the year.
It's the last stream of the year, and we're playing Elf Ball. It's kind of funny. What a weird way to end things.
So, in other words, the elf ball's gonna drop, right?
Ah! I hate you. I hate you so much. I don't hate you. I love you. You're great.
Yeah, I love me too.
There you go. That's always the correct response to that. Okay, so we got 8 mana here, so we're going to go Dwynen's Elite. We're going to go Coco, and we're going to get Shaman of the Pact. And we're going to deal 1 million to our opponent. We didn't get Shaman of the Pact. Got Elvish Visionary. There's Shaman, but we can't play it. That's unfortunate. Well, next turn. Poyo! Okay, how many elves are we going to hit them with? We got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So next turn we can hit them with Shaman of the Pact for 11. Yeah, this deck's fun. This deck's really fun. Again, I don't know how it beats Supreme Verdict, but I really don't care. Because we're about to burn our opponent for 11. It's gonna be funny. And sure, our opponent had to mulligan. It's not really fun to kick someone while they're down, but you gotta appreciate the spectacle of it all. Yeah, so we got the 3-2 with Pioneer Elves. I think this deck's sweet. I think for a lot of the combo decks you probably want to bring in Thoughtseize, and for Nylea's Disciple you want to bring in Burn. But I'd kind of like an extra Fatal Push in here for stuff like Thing in the Ice, or maybe another Heroic Intervention for the board wipes. That being said, I don't know what you'd take out. I'm sure the Reclamation Sages are important, but that's something I'd look towards. In terms of stuff I'd change in the main deck, I'd probably just get rid of this Finale of Devastation and put another Chord of Calling in there so that we can Shaman of the Pact even harder. I was hard on Marwyn the Nurturer, but she was pretty good on turn 2. But she could just be more copies of Growing Rites. I think this split's probably fine, but I think the Finale's probably no bueno. Granted, I never got to play it, but the few times I drew it, it felt really dead compared to something like Chord. I think the rest of the build's pretty fine. There are some clunky moments where you get cards like Steel Leaf Champion where you're trying to have like combo off turns, or you get cards like Elvish Visionary where you're trying to beat down. But, you know, you gotta work with what you got. And I think because Pioneer's elf pool is kind of limited, this is probably the best sort of build you could make for the tribe. There's just some like low quality of life changes like this Finale of Devastation that I'd consider getting rid of. Also, End-Raze Forerunners was really good the one time we played it, but that was a pretty small sample size, so I would definitely be interested in testing this card more and seeing if it could be something like another Chord of Calling if that's not good, because I feel like the best card in this deck is easily just Shaman of the Pact. When you have the turns where you just generate a lot of mana with Marwyn or Growing Rites or Nykthos, and you can just Coco into Shaman, into Shaman, into Shaman, it feels degenerate. And you kind of want to chase those feelings. Thanks for the league, Jacob. Enjoy the party. Well, thank you, Caesar, for the incredible deck. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I hope you all have a fantastic... You butchered your own name. Oh, you butchered my name, Technomage. I'm sorry, Technomage. I'm so sorry about that. I butcher people's names all the time. It's one of the perks of subscribing to me or following me is I get to ruin your name on stream. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic New Year's. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all next year. Take care.